Oftentimes we were dealt with defending some of the things that he had said or done, and it made it difficult because we were pushing forth policies that were really, really good for the American people. And so I agree with voters that sometimes President Trump's rhetoric wasn't always helpful to the cause.
That's exactly right, John. If you listen to those words, those are from Democrat Party leaders who are allegedly still beloved by Democrat voters today. And they were promising the American people the very same things that President Trump promised the American people, won the election on, and now is actually delivering on. That's the only difference between what President Trump is doing and what these Democrats have promised the American people for decades. He's actually following through on the promise to cut federal government waste, fraud, and abuse. And this is the first president to actually do such a thing, and the Democrats are up in arms about it. First of all, President Trump is the ultimate decision maker for this entire administration. Elon Musk, just like everybody else across the federal government, works at the direction of President Trump. Elon Musk is a special government employee, as I have told you before. He serves as a senior advisor to the president, if you will, within the executive office of the president. DOJ has people that, again, are onboarding as political appointees at every respective agency, and they are working alongside our agency partners and the secretaries that President Trump nominated and have been confirmed by the United States Senate to identify waste, fraud, and abuse at these agencies, and that's his role.
The platform has always been a place for independent creators to share their authentic opinions, and they have always included President Trump, in contrast to the way he was censored by other platforms in years past. Since its founding, Rumble has grown exponentially, recently marking 67 million monthly active users. It's a lot of users. If you're watching right now and interested in sitting in this seat, you can apply, whitehouse.gov/new media. With that, I will take your questions. And Chris, why don't you kick us off on this very busy news day?
As of today, the Senate has already confirmed 18 cabinet-level nominees, which is more than at this point under the Obama administration in 2009, and more than double the pace of the Biden administration in 2021. And today, we expect Kash Patel to be confirmed as the next director of the FBI. We are proud to announce that the president will host his first official cabinet meeting here at the White House next Wednesday, February 26th. In just 4 weeks, President Trump has already hosted the leaders of Israel, Japan, Jordan, and India.
Sure. To anyone who hasn't made up your mind in this election, think about your life under Donald Trump 4 years ago. Think about your life today under Vice President Kamala Harris. Under President Trump, we had 1.4% inflation. Today, prices are 20% higher. Under President Trump, we had the most secure border in our nation's history. Today, Kamala Harris has allowed a border invasion of more than 20 million illegal people from all over the world into our country. And under President Trump, he was the first president not to enter the United States into new wars in the modern era.
Did The View just sign its own death warrant? For years, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and the rest of the panel have been shouting down conservatives, spreading false narratives, and labeling anyone who disagrees with them as dangerous. But this time, they may have finally gone too far, because Caroline Leavitt just hit back harder than anyone expected. And now ABC is in full-blown panic mode. Sponsors are backing out. Rumors are swirling that the network wants Whoopi and Joy gone, and even their own audience is turning against them. What exactly did The View do that caused this level of backlash? And why is Caroline's response so devastating that ABC is scrambling to control the damage? Stick around because this story is absolutely insane. For years, The View has built its brand on bashing conservatives, silencing opposing views, and pushing their own agenda. They mock anyone who doesn't fall in line, especially conservative women. But in a recent episode, they took things to a whole new level when they set their sights on Caroline Leavitt, a sharp, young, and unapologetic conservative powerhouse. Joy Behar smirked, dismissing her entire career and reducing her success to her looks, suggesting that she was only hired because Trump sees her as a T-Wat 10. Then, Whoopi Goldberg, in a classic self-righteous rant, claimed that Caroline wouldn't even have a job if it weren't for wokeness. Whoopi literally told her, without wokeness, you wouldn't even be at the table. Think about that. They claim to uplift women, but the second they meet one who disagrees with them, they tear her down. If you don't know Caroline Leavitt yet, you're about to see why she terrified The View's hosts. At just 26 years old, she's already been a press secretary for the White House, a congressional candidate, and a rising star in conservative politics. But The View doesn't care about her intelligence, her experience, or her accomplishments. They saw a young conservative woman, and that was enough for them to go on the attack. What they didn't expect, she was more than ready for them. Instead of backing down, Caroline absolutely annihilated them, and she didn't even have to step foot on their show to do it. In a fiery viral response, she called out their blatant hypocrisy, saying, "The same women who claim to uplift young professionals, especially young women, just publicly mocked and dismissed my entire career simply because they don't like my politics." She didn't stop there. She torched Whoopi, pointing out that the Views panel is made up of unqualified diversity hires. And she blasted Joy Behar for being the ultimate hypocrite, saying, "Joy Behar is the perfect example of modern feminism, preaching about empowering women while tearing down any woman who doesn't fit their narrative. It's disgusting." Then, in a move that left The View scrambling, she dropped the ultimate truth bomb. The View doesn't want strong women. They want obedient women, and I refuse to play their game. Within minutes, Caroline's response went viral. #Cancel the View started trending on Twitter, and social media erupted with backlash. Even people who used to defend The View couldn't ignore the hypocrisy. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. The View preaches empowerment but mocks any woman who doesn't fit their agenda. Caroline just exposed them for the frauds they are. The media firestorm was out of control. Suddenly, ABC found itself in the middle of a full-blown PR disaster, and it was about to get way worse. Behind the scenes, ABC was scrambling, executives were furious, producers were desperate to contain the fallout, and reports leaked that sponsors were reconsidering their partnerships. Even The View's own audience was turning against them, calling out their blatant hypocrisy. And then, rumors started flying. Some insiders claim ABC is quietly considering firing Whoopi and Joy, realizing that their constant scandals are becoming a liability. Others suggest that the network is begging Caroline to drop the legal threats before things get even worse. Either way, one thing is clear. ABC is in trouble. So what happens now? Does ABC cut ties with Whoopi and Joy, hoping to save the show before it completely collapses? Or do they double down, try to ride out the backlash, and risk The View becoming a sinking ship? At this point, The View has two choices: admit they've lost touch with their audience and change direction, or keep pushing their hypocrisy and watch as their ratings and credibility continue to crumble. The problem? They've never been good at admitting when they're wrong. So, could this finally be the moment that takes down The View for good? Or will ABC double down, trying to sweep this under the rug, only to have it blow up in their faces even worse? One thing is for sure, this fight isn't over yet. What do you think? Did The View finally go too far? Should ABC fire Whoopi and Joy, or even cancel the show entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Because trust me, this is just the beginning.